want to talk about something that is really important to me, and that is presets. Now, as a person who is not a sound designer, and I'm always looking for something kind of fresh to um, help me to get to the next level of creating, I think presets is the answer for that. So you could have 50 million different instruments. For instance, you could have Pigments, you could have Arturia V Collection, you could have Serum 1 or 2, but probably most people are on 2 now because of the updates. Or you could have, trying to think what else, Omnisphere, anything like that, where there's this house of tons of presets, but not feel inspired to even use them. So the problem with that means is you probably don't have presets, especially in a lot of these factory presets, that tailor to the sound that you actually like to make. So you have to do some exploration, or else you'll get frustrated and probably won't even use what you have half the time. So I've been guilty of that. You buy a new instrument and you're like, yes, I'm so excited to have it, but you're not inspired technically because maybe there's only 5 to 10 presets in 400 that they give you that you would actually use. For instance, I don't make EDM music. So anything that's like techno or house or things of that nature, I'm not going to like the sounds most of the time because it's not tailored towards what I actually like to use for music. So you need to know yourself. You need to know, I like this style of music, that style of music, or whatever. So for me, it's ambient and cinematic and jazz and R&B and soul. Those are like the four groups of music or styles of music that I'm more into. One of my favorite places to get presets is adsrsounds.com. They have a lot of sales, as you can see on this one page here, and they're always going on. And their searching, or their ability to search and find and even listen to a sample, is super easy. So I'm going to just kind of walk you through my process of finding presets, and then of course you can expand or do your own thing. No doubt you should, so that you can find what works best for you. And I will always stress, get what you're actually going to use. Do not buy stuff just to be like, well, I got it. Because you'll probably never use it, and you'll be frustrated later that you spent money on something that you're never going to use. All right, enough of the talk, and let's get to work. So when you come in here, you'll see, if you go to ADSR, sounds.com, whatever, there's a sale option, and you'll see here, here's the home page. Okay. And then there's one called sale. I typically go to the sales first, because obviously I don't want to pay full price for anything. Who does these days? All right. So then what I like about this is they have genre, format, and then you can go newest to the oldest. So I usually go format, and if you look, there's a list of tons of different presets for different types of things. So for instance, here's an example. Let's say you have Valhalla. So you might click on that. Give it a second. And you'll see there's actually nothing for Valhalla. Let's try Valhalla Vintage Verb. Or Vintage Reverb. I call it Vintage Verb. See if there's any present. Well, there's none for that. Okay, so that wasn't helpful. But let's say you just bought the new Serum. Now the new Serum is backwards compatible, so it will work for Serum 1 and 2 presets. So I'm going to click Serum. Now I know Serum is one of the biggest plugins out there. So if you look down here, you can see there's continuous pages of Serum. But then you got to find out which type of music, because it's like, I'm not going to buy everything. That would be crazy. Pay attention to these different names down here, because ADSR Sounds sells presets for a bunch of different producers slash sound designer folk, I'm gonna call them for lack of words. So after you figure out that you like a certain producer, you can kind of follow them and see when they're dropping new stuff, which is how I've been doing with one producer I like, Audio Juice. He makes a lot of the pigments and Arturia presets that I use. So now we're going to go ahead and pick genre. So on the genre, you can see there's abundance of stuff and different types of genres. So I know me, my first inclination is to go grab ambient because I typically use it in most of my music. So here we have ambient keys 2. These are all for Serum. Here's another bundle. Here is, and you can see this is Production Master, the same person. So this one, let me see if I can figure out who it is. Okay, label. Who is this particular artist? So here he shows you the 3 different ones you get. He tells you what's in the pack. So there's 60 presets. If they don't show preset packs that you like, you probably don't want to get it. Or I mean, if they don't show sounds. For instance, if you don't want leads, bass, synths, plucks, effects, and pads, this is not for you, right? Because you're in the wrong one. You probably want to find something else that you're going to enjoy. They're telling you that there's 160 presets, 98 custom wave tables. So you get an idea of what comes in the pack. And then what my favorite thing is they give you this little sample of an ambient chill out song. So you can press it. All right. And you can, down here, I believe it is, you can scrub along the track to see if you like the sounds that you like. Now, I can't play a lot of this because it'll probably be a copyright strike, even though I'm technically just showing you stuff. So let's take a look at this one. You can click here, just click play. Okay, pause it. Same principle, go inside, see what they have in this one. Here you can see the sale price. So if you like it, just add it to your cart. All right, 10 bass loops, 25 bass one shots. They give you some drums, a perk, which is nice. Melodic loops, 50. Vocal atmospheres. All right, and here's your presets. So they give you extra stuff in the pack content that you can have, but here's your 101 presets. So you can decide whether on sale, the 101, which is $22.48, is enough presets for you to say, I'm going to buy it. After you maybe listen to it and give yourself a chance there. There's 2 ambient key versions that he has right here. So let's just see what this is. Okay, just a sample. I mean, these are only $15. Let's see what's in it. 102 presets. So that's really good. 102 presets for $15. Not bad at all. Now, these are the ones that are on sale. Of course, you could look at other stuff that's not on sale. Or let's see what genres. I was trying to see if they have some like R&B type stuff. There we go, R&B. All right, let's see what they have for R&B presets for Serum. So 1. Okay, and it's made by the same person. So this person is a diehard Serum user for sure. And their prices this is on sale stuff, right? So you can look in here and see what he kind of puts the labels as. Again, play it if you want to. I'm not going to do it. And you can read a couple of customer reviews. So this is kind of my method to shopping for presets. I think it, comes down to what you want and like and what you have. If you don't have a certain plugin, then obviously you're not going to be searching for presets for something like that. But this could also help you down the road if you wanted to find which plugin you actually want to use. So maybe you see Serum has the most presets I've ever seen, whereas maybe Omnisphere and other stuff like that I would use personally, like pigments and things of that nature, may not have as many presets. So maybe Serum would be a better choice for you because you not only get the pay, I think it's like $10 a month or something like that until you pay it off, but you have more preset options. So you got to figure out what works for you and your budget. But there's a ton of options in here, so don't feel like you're tethered to one. Just figure out what sounds you want, what offers the most for that. So for instance, if I take any format, let's say I was going to say which one offers the most for R&B. I could press any format and you'll see in this particular set, there's not a lot of R&B stuff, but there is Omnisphere, there is some stuff for Serum, and then this stuff, let me see what this is. These are just samples and loops. So if you're interested in buying just samples and loops, of course you can get stuff from there. And I think these are probably the same. Yeah, samples. Same thing here. Creative bundles, probably just samples. This is expensive. Good Lord. It's on sale, but it's like $964. Oh, you're saving $964. I thought I was charging that. But that's $35. What kind of samples is these? Hold on, let me just take a peek and see what this is. Man, this person either decide. Oh, okay. So they're offering presets for different plugins. So you're getting, looks like 4 different plugins: Spire, Massive, Slint, and Serum. I know what Serum is, obviously. I don't know these other plugins. I know what Massive is, but I don't know these other 2. So you need to know that, but listen to the sounds, see if you like it, and make sure you obviously buy the software before you buy the presets, because you won't be able to use it otherwise. But anyway, this is just my method to finding ways to expand my sound in different formats of plugins that I use. So I wanted to share that with you guys. There's no right or wrong here. This is just my method. Hope this has helped you in some way to decide how you want to approach your music and your preset library. So that's it for this video. I'll see you on the next